Hello, my friends. It's Barbara at Keepsakes. It's good to see you. My goodness, can you believe it's December? I'm not sure how that happened. The year has just gone so quickly. But what a year it's been. We have celebrated our 25th anniversary this year, beginning in January, and here we are all the way at the other end of the year in December. My goodness, it's been a whirlwind of a year. It's just been wonderful. As we were kind of thinking about how we were going to wind up our year, I kind of got a little nostalgia in me, and I dug out some old friends of mine. Many years ago, when we started Keepsakes, I decided I was going to try to be a designer. Oh my goodness. It was an okay effort. It was all right. The biggest problem with the designing was trying to get it translated from my head to paper, which required Joe to help me. Oh my goodness. I think we did about 7 or 8 designs. And by that time, Joe said, if we don't stop doing this, we're going to get a divorce. It was tough in those days. There wasn't the kind of programs that there are today to just do a design that just weren't available. So he literally had to use graph paper and little tiny symbols in every little box to try to get the designs made. And when I said to him, well, these people are going to need an alphabet for their initials, he said, they don't need an alphabet. I said, yes, they do. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, it was quite a mess. But I'm holding one of the charts, very original charts, in my hand, and the design is next to me, and it is called A Quiet Place. And the date on it is 2004. So we're headed 20 years. Wow. It's kind of crazy. I was releasing these when we would go to Stitch Away in January. That was kind of my thing. We would start the year off at our retreat in January at Houston Woods. And my very first year, I released this one. And it says, come with me by yourself to a quiet place and rest a while. And that's what Stitch Away is really about. It's going away to Houston Woods State Park and just resting, stitching, having fellowship with friends, and it just was a tremendous time to think about how we were going to rest. So that was year 1. We're going to have a whole series of these available to you on PDFs from the website that you can purchase. They're not going to be hard copies because, frankly, they're a little antique, shall we say? Maybe. There's probably a segment of folks who will remember these. Some of my regular customers who went to Stitch Away early in those days, and they might even have stitched them or maybe have them in their stash to stitch. But like I said, this one is dated 2004, and actually a customer just brought this to us probably a month ago and asked me to frame it for her, which is kind of crazy. It's been in her stash all these years, and she finally stitched it. So it's kind of a neat way to end up the year. And thank you for all of your support for this fun year that we've had. There's really no words to describe the amazing customers, the amazing people that have come here, that have called here, that have made this a bucket list place for them to be. And my heavens, just bringing these together to kind of tie up the year is kind of how I felt, why I wanted to do this, because it's a little bit of my history in Keepsakes and where I started and where we are today. And that's been quite a travel, and couldn't have done it without you. So I hope you enjoy all of the designs that are going to be on the website. We're going to have pictures there with the alike designs for you to download as a PDF. So anyhow, thanks for all that you've done for us and supported Keepsakes. Have a great new year.